You got to go on the train, they throw you off.
With them?
I'll just go up the stairs.
Okay. Preparing for a call.
Let me get this blanket out of the way.
Max, there's actually more space in the train than I thought there was.
Alright.
It's so weird to be in a train again. I was in like
Take a couple
the
steps forward.
trains when I was little.
You take a couple steps forward.
Well, I haven't even felt a train move.
There you go.
I was in a moving train.
There's no handle.
I only took like maybe
There you go.
minutes.
There you go.
So scared. And it was a supercharged. I was so scared because
All right,
I've never
scoot
been
you
on
over.
trains. Oh, I get nervous. Do you? Yeah. Especially because trains are so big.
Now we can fold your wheelchair up.
Trucks want to sit right here, or you could just literally
Oops, sorry.
sit back.
We'll put your blanket right here.
Sit right here.
We'll fold up your hot rod.
Yeah, we're sitting right here.
That's fine.
I can't believe we're actually on a train. Want to sit next to brothers?
Oh, Dad?
You want to sit next to brothers?
What?
Yeah, I like
Oh, the blanket?
It's behind him.
She's all right. She's scared right now. She's scared of this
It's her
speed.
first time on a train.
Yeah, she's...
It's my first time on a train.
Well, ask him when.
You guys want to sit by Grandpa?
I want to sit right here and look at that train. I've never been on a train.
Here, if one of them wants to come sit over here. I don't know, cause like, well, we're not taking up. Well, there's probably plenty of room.
Okay, let me find this place to whoop you. Come on, let's go.
I'll sit right here.
Kids suck.
Yeah, dude, why'd you have 3 of them?
You helped.
Got that ketchup.
Nevada Northern is one of the best preserved turn-of-the-century railroads, and as such is designated a National Historic Landmark. We are currently sitting on the old main line that came into Ely back in 1906, and today we will be backing out to East Ely Junction, where we will take the old bypass around town before heading up Robinson Canyon towards the mine the railroad was built for. Before we get started on our trip, there are a few rules to observe on board the train. The passenger cars we are riding in were built back in 1928 for commuter service in Illinois, and as such are overbuilt. These old windows can be tricky, and for your safety, we ask that you do not open or close them on your own. Please ask one of our crew members to assist you. Additionally, please do not stick any part of you out of the windows at any time. The windows have on occasion closed by themselves, and as they are quite heavy, we don't want you getting injured, nor do we want to lose you on some of the close quarters along the way. Another remnant of these cars' commuter years are the white handles located at the ends of the cars. For your safety, please don't hang or swing off of them. While you are free to move about the train, please don't run through the train. The train tends to jolt unexpectedly, and we don't want you to lose your balance. For the safety of our crews and your fellow passengers, please keep the aisleways clear while sitting in your seats. For those on the flat car, please do not stand on the benches or sit on the railings. Small children may stand or kneel on the benches with adult supervision, but please at no time lean or look past the railing as we go through some close quarters. And we don't want to lose you or any part of you. We are being pulled today by one of our historic coal-fired steam locomotives. They do give off cinders, so for your safety, please be careful when looking towards the sky. At no time is smoking allowed aboard the train. Our vintage locomotives will do plenty of smoking for the rest of us. There is a restroom on board car 8. It is located on the right-hand side as you face the bridge to the flat car. There is hand sanitizer in there, so you can sanitize your hands. We also have concessions here for sale in car 7. We have water and sodas for $2 each. We do take both cash or card.
Awkward silence.
I hurt my eardrums.
When we get going, you can go sit up there if you want.
Up there?
Yeah.
Fine. I hurt my eardrum.
Are you scared?
No, it's just hurting my eardrum.
You're so sensitive.
Hey.
Grandpa's complaining less than you.
As we back out of the East Ely Depot along the original main line of the Nevada Northern, over 100 years of railroading history can be seen to either side. Since the completion of the Nevada Northern to Ely on September 29, 1906, it has been the lifeblood of the county, making modern communication possible with the rest of the country. The dry climate of the high desert Great Basin also managed to preserve a slice of historical railroading as much of the original railroad has survived, including the antique wigwag crossing signals ahead. Originally purchased by the railroad back in the 1920s to guard the Club 50 crossing just south of McGill on today's US 93. The signals were replaced in the 1970s and stored here at the yard. Restored by Rick's Restoration and featured on the History Channel American Restoration back in 2013. They now guard the crossing here in the yard. The Nevada Northern Railway was chartered on May 29, 1905 for the purpose of taking the copper deposits discovered near Ruth, just outside Ely. Construction started on September 11, 1905 at Coburg, Nevada, 40 miles north of town. So Mark Rickwood, the president of the Nevada Northern, confidently predicted that the Nevada Northern would reach Ely by the end of 1905. Circumstances
That
were
racist
otherwise.
train, I could win this
Because of
train.
delays,
This
it
train's
was
going
one of the worst
slow.
winters on record and the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. The railroad finally completed in front of the county courthouse on September 29, 1906. The arrival of the railroad changed everything. In 1900, there were 525 people living in the Ely area. Will be given in the direction of travel. If you look off to the right-hand side of the train as you face the engine, you'll notice some old cars sitting off to the side. These are some of the surviving ore cars, and the tracks they're sitting on are what's called the ore yard. The ore yard was where the ore trains were inspected and repaired on their journey between the mines near Ruth and in the days of steam, the locomotives would also be uncoupled and head back to the main yard to take on coal and water. Past the ore yard is the White Pine County Golf Course. This golf course is built on the location of the Georgetown Ranch. Originally, the New York and Nevada Copper Company, predecessor to Kennecott, owned the water rights here and planned to construct a mill and smelter on this location.
Sit down.
However, due to the manipulations by the Guggenheims, a site 10 miles north of town at the McGill Ranch was chosen.
Move out. I'm walking this way while the train.
The Northern Nevada Museum here on the train,
So cool, I never
and
rode a train
we've never been on it. They have the open deck here where you can ride, and they actually have to get out and switch these.
We are being pulled today by a Baldwin Locomotive Works Engine 81. 81 is our youngest steam ore and passenger train of all. Retired in the mid-1950s and donated to the White Pine Public Museum in 1960. She was returned to the Nevada Northern in 1990. She is a 280, also known as a consolidation, weighing in at 80.
So we're here at the Northern Nevada Museum for Trains, and we are on the open deck, which is pretty cool. They even have a caboose you can pay to ride in that and everything, and we're actually on an old steam locomotive.
Just as we cross the crossing, keep an eye on the right side of the train for a pair of wooden structures. What look like half-completed bridges are tickled for independent miners. A siding was located next to them where an ore car could be spotted and the miners could unload into the car.
So cool, you kind of look up close. That's why I said With the constant stream of construction trains running through town, residents began complaining about the noise and cinders. Additional complaints arose from the fact that the railroad had labeled their new depot east of town Ely rather than constructed depot down. 89 tons and now putting 36,200. Woo! crossing over from East Ely to Ely. When the post office
Hear the
opened
train?
in 1908,
Woo woo!
surrounding the yard, and depot became incorporated as East Ely, an entirely separate town from Ely. The two towns remain separate entities, with each having its own police department, fire department, and mayor's office until the merge shut down in 1978. When the new post office was constructed in 1999, it was given
That's flying back in time.
having a new one created.
Hey, can you guys take a picture by the conductor?
Get to ask him.
Preston, come here. Conductor. I want you to take a picture with the conductor.
As we swing around this curve, look down to the left. The major registry is Altman Street, and behind the motels and business on the far side is where the original mainline of the railroad once ran. It is a nondescript gray building labeled AT&T. Behind that building is a burgundy building with
This
white
is
trim.
awesome.
That is the old Ely Depot. Today the building is used as a Mark Rayquest Senior Center. Across the street from
I'm gonna go back inside with Dad, okay?
Alright.
Do you want to come inside with Mama or you stay with Daddy?
Let's take her
This is
in.
the White Pine County
We're gonna come in a minute.
Wants to stay.
Replacing the original 1888 courthouse. The brown dome is actually made out of local copper.
No, let's go in for a minute, and we'll come back out in a little bit. Truxton.
Large brick structure across from the courthouse is the White Pine High School. Opening in 1913, it has been continuous services as a school.
Yeah.
The last high school class to graduate from it was in 1995. It currently serves as White Pine High School. Because the use of McGill until 1939, when the school district purchased buses. Stories from the local residents say those students starting in 1939 were quite heartbroken not to ride the train to school as they considered it a rite of passage.
It's like we're in a movie, huh? Dad, look at the sights. We're in a town. Oh my god, it's so good.
I want to go outside on the way back. Okay?
All right.
Wait, are we even going to go to the tunnel?
I am not sure if it's a loop or what.
There's more tunnels on the way. They said this is the first tunnel.
Did you catch the sign? If not, don't worry. There's
We're actually allowed
Gemma,
to
give me a
stand
hand.
up, but a train's moving.
Come on. Ooh.
Keep an eye out to the left-hand side of the train as we go around this curve. There will be a small wooden tower next to the tracks.
Here, come here. Let me hold you.
Let
me hold you.
The train's moving side to side.
All right, don't fall off.
The early mining efforts in the Robinson Mining District focused on silver and gold. By the mid-1900s, the focus was turning towards copper. Copper here in the Robinson Mining District is porphyry coppers, which are large, low-grade disseminated
Hey,
copper
hey,
deposits.
hey.
The concentration starting from 0.2%.
They look so fake. They
So they actually stop the train here while they're switching the tracks, and they check over everything. And it's actually pretty cool. They got this like fake little town built. I think it's kind of neat. They got like a little fake cemetery over there. This is the same train that does like the North Pole Polar Express thing in the wintertime, and they do a Halloween and like a zombie one. They do all sorts of stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm hoping it's not too windy. There's the caboose. You can actually pay to ride in the caboose, or you can actually like get a tour of that one up there and stuff like that. But we got the whole family on there. Cool thing is they do have accommodations for if you're disabled or wheelchairs or stuff like that. They have a little lift, a hand crank lift, to actually get you on the train over there. And I think it's so cool, the smells and everything of the train. Like, you have to be careful because the embers and stuff come out. But yeah. Oh, you're good. So this is actually really freaking cool. I'm out here by myself now, but this is the road, I believe it goes to Ruth, and there's actually a mine back there, and then Highway 50 is up there. So we're pretty much just doing, like, it's called the Ruth Canyon Loop. We come around like that, and they do some switching around, and I don't know if we actually go back on the same track or what. This was like $119 for me, the wife, the 2 kids, and the father-in-law senior. They actually do offer season passes, and we might end up switching up to the season passes. I'm not sure yet. This is just super cool. Like, that's an actual real steam locomotive that they probably ran back like way when. It was just put back into commission in 2021. You can see Highway 50 right there. They tell you not to lean out of the car, but you know, I'm gonna try to get some shots of going through the tunnel. I'm freezing out here.
At one time, a string paralleled the railroad tracks from Keystone all the way to the edge of Ely.
So what the conductor was telling me is that this train, even though it's ran by the museum, they still have to follow all the same laws and regulations as a regular railroad, class 1 railroad or something like that. And he has like a track warrant paper and stuff and everything, and they actually get inspected by the federal railway inspectors. And that's crazy. This track is isolated. The only train that runs on it is their train. Hey, Gemma. No, I want us to be out here. I want to see the tunnel. It's fine. Hold her. She's just tired. So that was going through the tunnels. Hey, stop that. So now we gotta get the father-in-law off the train. Hey, can you get away from the door, please? Watch out, Gemma. Let's see. Watch your feet. Lift them up a little bit. Lift your feet up a little bit. Oh.
Why are we going in the front of the...
Hold on, Jen. Hold on. Wait for Daddy and Grandpa.
Wait, Mom, when we get out, can we take a picture of that flag in the
Yeah, and what is that? The industrial.
No, or we can make it behind us. Oh, that's how the train turns, the bending thing.
If you guys want to go ahead, feel free.
Gemma.
Oh,
Gemma.
you got quite a crowd, don't you?
Yeah, Gemma, can you get out of the way, please?
Gemma, Louise, come here. I'm gonna let the zombie get you. Yeah, girls have an opinion about everything. She does. Now when we tell her like, excuse me, she goes, I'm fine. I'm like, where does she even learn this?
Yeah.
We don't say I'm fine.
Okay, that'll do her. Okay, he's gonna come up with his walk.
That's so fluffy.
I know it is soft.
Bill, excuse me.
This jacket's fluffy.
That's a pretty cool seat.
Yeah, you can go down. Get on that.
Memory?
Okay. They got all there you go.
Look at me.
Gemma, move.
Hey, be nice to him. I'm gonna hunt you.
Okay, you
Okay, we all get a day of
just go down the stairs.
There you go.
Mommy's gonna have to have this procedure where they take my eyelids and make them smaller because
That's an elective.
they're gonna go over. Yeah, but my eyes are hooded. I have Asian eyes. I have to have that done or I'm not gonna be able to see. I already wanted that. Not my eyebrow. We got that from Grandpa. Yeah.
All right, what? You got your.
Child, where are you, my cartoon child? Are you gonna listen to me?
Oop, what do we got? Your feet getting caught there?
Sometimes going backwards is...
Yeah.
platforms, they're kind of sunk.
Right. What's that? She's getting off.